So I'm literally in the middle of eating a sandwich. It's actually like right here. When my nurse practitioner calls and she's like, "Hey, just so you know, your thyroid is high." And I don't really know much about that. I know I've always had a high thyroid because I suffer from like extreme exhaustion. Like I'll be exhausted for no reason. Um, so I was like, okay, well, what do I, what are the next steps? And she said, they're going to test me in 2 weeks. And if it's still high, they'll put me on medication. And if it's still high, they can't transfer if it's like above a 2 point something. And mine's at like a 3.8, almost a 4. So that's just like another block. It's just really frustrating because I thought we were like finally moving in the right direction. So I've always tried to eat pretty healthy. I don't really eat sandwiches a lot unless I'm like on the go. But now I guess doing like a strict paleo diet, no caffeine, no alcohol, no dairy, no gluten is the best way to lower your thyroid. Great. I'm just really frustrated. I wanted to move forward. I guess we're not.
Hi friends! So a lot of people have been asking on Instagram when we are going to do our egg retrieval. And as of right now, it is planned to do it sometime in January. However, it's kind of based on when Aunt Flo arrives. And so I haven't ever really been on this side of IVF before. So I wasn't really sure what to expect. Apparently, I have a pretty easy protocol. My protocol is I'm supposed to do a hysteroscopy. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. So a hysteroscopy on day 3 or 4 of my next cycle. And that's where they kind of take a camera up into your uterus and look around to see if there's anything going on. And if there is not, then they proceed forward. You shed that lining, and then the next cycle you will do transfer. There are a couple of things that I'm a little nervous that we might not be doing the hysteroscopy this month. One of those things is my thyroid. The last time I was tested, my thyroid was high. Now, I don't know anything about this, nothing. And the nurse didn't really give me any information on it. She was just like, your thyroid is high. We're going to test you again in 2 weeks to see if it was a fluke. If it's still high, we'll put you on medication. And then we'll just monitor you until it goes down. If it's not high, then we'll proceed with transfer. We can't transfer until my thyroid is under 2. And right now it's at the last time I was tested was at a 3.8. So that's one of the reasons why we might not be able to transfer in January. Another reason why we might not be able to transfer in January is, again, Aunt Flo hasn't arrived. And we are 9 days to Christmas. And I leave Orlando to go up to Atlanta to visit my family on the 20th. We get home the 23rd, which is a Sunday. Then I work on Christmas Eve until 4:30. Then I work a double on Christmas Day. So I have to be at work at 10. I work from 10 to 2 at Nemo, and then I'm doing shows from 2:30 to 10 p.m. at Universal. So I'm working all day on Christmas Day, and I don't know when Aunt Flo is going to show up. But if I am not available to do the hysteroscopy, I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but I think that's what it is. From when we leave to go to Atlanta until after Christmas, then that might have to be pushed back to January, which would push a transfer to February. So yeah, kind of sucks don't really know what to expect. I've gone to my acupuncturist. She has tried to jumpstart my period. Hasn't happened. I've been drinking some tea. Hasn't happened. Herbs. Hasn't happened. Took Viatex, which is like chasteberry, I think. It's just like an herb that you can get at like Whole Foods or GNC. Not helped. So I'm just kind of like, when's she gonna come? This is like the only time during your entire infertility stage that you're actually like praying for your period to start. You're like, oh my God, just start so that you can start doing all the procedures that you need to get done. And it's, and I just feel like the stress is starting to come on. And like my, when I get stressed out, my scalp, I think I talked about this in another video, but my scalp gets really, I get like scalp psoriasis when I'm stressed out. And that has started happening. And I know that they're like, you need to be super chill and relaxed during transfer. And that's just not going to happen for me because I wrote this on my Instagram. I was like, what do you guys do for fitness during, like during transfer, the 2-week wait, up in your first trimester. And a lot of people said that their doctors said like, don't do anything till you get your BFP, or like maybe just walking up until your second trimester. And for me, that's not possible because I am choreographing West Side Story at a theater in Orlando. And I'm actually performing in it as well. So it's just, there's, I can like tone down my dancing, like not dance 100% up until we open, because we don't open till February. So January, if we do transfer in January, then that'll be fine. But my doctor said 5 days of rest. And I've heard other people say that their doctor said, no, just keep doing your daily activity, like 1 day of rest, then go about doing your daily activity. When I got pregnant the first time, I was doing CrossFit. So I don't, everything is different. There's no proven study on what you can or can't do to get pregnant or for implantation to stick. We're hoping that they're going to stick because they're all PGS tested and PGD tested normal. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We're just in the waiting game, and it's really annoying and frustrating. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update, let you know what's happening with us. We fly to Atlanta on the 20th, and I start rehearsals on Monday, and it is Sunday. Oh, I start rehearsals tomorrow. So it's just a lot going on in a short span of time. Okay, so we made it to Atlanta for just the weekend before Christmas. My sister's coming in town tonight, and then we spend tomorrow with my sister, and then we leave on Sunday to go back to Orlando. So I thought I would update you on what, let me just see, swirly twirl. I thought I would update you on what's going on. So we are supposed to transfer in January. However, I got tested again 2 weeks later, and my thyroid was higher. So now I'm on thyroid medication that I have to take every morning, and they're going to test me in 4 weeks. I also started my period the day that they told me my thyroid was high. So they were like, well, we can test you in 4 weeks, and if it's gone down, if it's good for transfer, then we'll continue on the transfer cycle. So they're still going to do my hysteroscopy in January, and then we'll transfer if it goes down, and that will be like January, February timeframe, I guess. And if it hasn't gone down, then they'll just keep monitoring my blood, and if it hasn't gone down, they'll keep monitoring my blood, and we'll just see where we're at, but I will have to do another hysteroscopy again. So that's like the chance that we're taking, that we're hoping that it'll go down by January. So what I have to do is take a pill every morning with water before I eat, like an hour to an hour and a half, or 30 minutes to an hour before I eat. And then they'll just continuously check my blood once a month. So it's frustrating. I feel like there's like another roadblock, but it's Christmas, and I'm gonna try not to think about it and just enjoy being home with all of my nephews, my cute nephews.
How you feeling? Still a little tired? You ready to go work out after this? Go to do some Orange Theory?
I think I would fall off the treadmill.
Probably. What's that?
I want to go back to sleep.
You want to go back to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna be mean and wake you up, honey.
Yeah. We can go back to sleep when we get home.
You'll be much more comfortable there.
Hey, it's okay. Everything went well. Both of your tubes are open and ready for business, I guess. I know.
So today is Monday. I got the call from my doctor that my TSH levels have not gone down, which is really upsetting because that means that we can't transfer. I'm really upset by this. I just feel like, everybody's moving on and I'm kind of staying in the same place, which gets a little frustrating, to say the least. I know if you guys have been there where things just keep getting canceled or pushed back and you're so close that it gets hard. And I posted about it on Instagram, and the support from the TTC community has been overwhelming. And it just feels like you're always in the waiting process with IVF. Nothing is ever set in stone, and then sometimes you see people start after you and get pregnant before you, especially if you have a specialty case like ours is, and it can start to take its toll on you. It's been a year since we started this whole thing, a year since we had our first consultation, so it's just been frustrating. I hope to keep you guys updated a little bit better on my YouTube channel about what's going on in 2019. I just, during the holidays, I get so busy. I work 3 jobs, and it's kind of my busiest time of year. It's crazy that as a photographer, I always say, my last holiday session is right before Christmas. But, I get people who call me all through December, and they're like, do my pictures, do my pictures, do my pictures. And I'm like, you're not going to get them before Christmas. And they're like, that's okay. We just want family pictures. And that happened to me a lot this year, which is great because it helps with the bills. And then I have my 2 jobs at Disney and Universal, which I work on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve. So it's just been a really busy holiday season. So now that we're in January and that we are moving hopefully towards a lower TSH level, to prepare for transfer. I'm on a medication right now. I'm on a higher dose now. So fingers crossed that it works and that we can start heading towards transfer. Well, thanks for watching. You can subscribe to my channel to follow along. Hopefully this whole trying to transfer thing won't take too much longer. I just feel like we're just like stuck. We're not going anywhere. So there really hasn't been anything to report. But again, I'm going to try and post more videos this year. So love to have you guys follow along. And if you have any questions about genetic disorder, PGD, PGS testing, let me know because we've been through it several times. So my dog's getting antsy, so I'm going to take him out now. So thanks for watching. Like this video, subscribe, and thanks for following along.